find a place to move out to. Other than that, we are on the street because we are in between leases.
Where will you go when you leave here?
We got nowhere to go. We had this place for 4 months. With Airbnb, we booked for 4 months.
Did you pay for 4 months in advance?
We paid for 1 month, and it has on our receipts a monthly amount to be coming out of my bank account.
The thing is,
then you can afford 3 months somewhere else. You can afford. No. So you can't afford it. You couldn't have afforded it.
All I wanted was.
Correct, but the property owners, what we're representing, Sanjay, is that, but right now the property owners are taking such huge thousands of dollars of losses. The dogs, we don't know, is there damage? Now we're talking about, and you don't have any money to pay that.
And if you don't have money to house yourself, that's not his problem.
I agree.
You're costing him money. How about if you owned this and someone did this to you?
No, I understand. And
he doesn't understand. Because clearly if he understood, he wouldn't be doing something that would be so detrimental to somebody else's livelihood, right? And this is something that doesn't just stem from being talked about on social media. We actually need to get into legislation, the legislation. Jesus, I'm tongue-tied today. You guys know what I'm trying to say, but we need to get into city councils. We need to get at the state level, the county level, the local levels, and talk about these things. Squatting is nothing new. And as a business owner myself, I can only imagine if obviously this property was on Airbnb, this could be their only rental property, their only investment property, right? And in good faith, they provide access to a nice, clean space. Maybe Airbnb, everybody knows, mostly for vacations. So you're taking the risk. Most people have mortgages out on these homes, and in good faith, you think somebody's going to come and do the right thing. Apparently, he booked a 4-month stay. He only paid for 1. And I'm assuming now he's refusing to leave the property despite knowingly having paid the rest of the money in full. So when you say he understands, it's like, that's even more disrespectful, in my opinion, because now you're just bluntly saying that I'm robbing you. I know I'm robbing you, and I don't care. And because the way the laws are set up, there's nothing that you can do about it short term. It's disgusting, man.
we are, like I said, we are trying to get him the money. No,
but
we will not accept
it. Sounds like it's gone beyond the money at this point. Like,
I agree.
Like they just want you out.
We don't want to be here as much as we do.
Where did you live beforehand? I'm curious.
Well, fun fact, we lived in Arcadia.
And he thinks it's funny.
Personally, I've been in between places of homelessness, in between friends' house, working odd jobs. I'm a gymnastics coach. I coach parkour, free running, gymnastics. Worked in Arcadia for 5 years. Lighthouse, Whittier. So
if you guys don't know, Arcadia is like north of LA, which is super expensive, by the way.
I also do stunts, modeling as well. And I've just been living around the place.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're saying. It sounds like you're saying you're on the verge of homelessness.
You could say that. Yeah, times are tough.
Like you don't have a place to go tonight.
To call my own? No.
But you have like friends you could call or something like that. I mean, that would keep you off the streets. I mean, that's kind of the edge of it, right? Like that's the edge of homelessness. If you have to, as
a person who's trying to provide for myself and my significant other, I have places I could go. She does not have places she can go. That is not something I would like to publicize.
Yeah.
But I do understand. Like I understand that the property owner wants us out of here. We don't want to be here as much. I would even like to compensate him. I would love to pay for the money that we stayed here, overstayed 4 months.
I mean,
but obviously you don't want to compensate him enough to do the right thing to vacate the property so he can fix whatever damages you potentially already did, and he can continue his business and get another paying tenant in there that's going to do the right thing. I just don't understand. I get there has to be some type of human decency to a certain degree, but the government shouldn't let anybody take advantage of any homeowners that's in a position. And we saw this during COVID. During COVID, the government gave people excuses not to pay their rent. The rent moratorium during that time, you had people that actually could have still paid their rent and didn't pay their rent just because of the government said it was okay not to. And this is just a prime example of how selfish humans can be in general. A prime example of how selfish humans can be. And none of these problems that he has anything to do with the homeowner. That's not his problem. He fulfilled his obligation by providing a nice place to stay. Your obligation was to pay. Your obligation was to pay. And I hope as we continue to do things in office right now, this honestly gets addressed, because we need more laws that protects the landlord. We need more laws that protects the homeowner, the person that's actually taking the risk, the person that was actually qualified to get the loan, the person that ran numbers, which this is why I always say you also got to be careful with how much debt you leverage, right? In case for things like this go wrong, or have some type of policy. There are policies out there that can kick in just in case stuff like this happens. Insurance policies that will pay out at least what your mortgage is supposed to be, so you don't end up having your property go into foreclosure behind somebody that doesn't ultimately care about you in the first place. It's absolutely disrespectful. It's sick. It's sick, and I wish we all had a mindset to just do better and do what's fair. Cool. You're saying that you have nowhere to stay. I'm not going to lie. It's no mercy. You probably had months in advance. You knew your situation. You knew if you lost a job or you didn't have a certain amount of income. If you can't afford to live in the area you live in, it's time to move, buddy. It's time to move. You say you're a gymnastic coach, you're a model, you can do that anywhere. Whether that's true or not, neither here or there. But at the end of the day, people need to do what's right. Same thing like friendships and family. You give family members, friends money, do the right thing. Do the right thing. Somebody's willing to help you, stick their neck out there for you, do the right thing. But time and time again, one bad apple spoils it for the bunch. And, I just pray to God that, this investment that this guy has or this woman has, they're not nickel and diming the budget. They're not expecting 100% of everything to go right in order to keep their business afloat. Because if so, you have guys that are capitalists that will clearly take over this property at a discounted rate because they know how to do business the right way.
Sounds like it sounds like a complex situation with lots of ins and outs. But the bottom line, like I hear nervousness in your voice because you really don't know where to go tonight. I mean, you officially don't have a place to stay tonight.
Sure.
And
yeah.
What is that like?
What is it like to not have a place to go?
Yeah.
Have you ever been homeless?
No.
So, what it's like to not have a place to go? Personally, I always have a place to go. I have a car to sleep in.
Yeah. But that's your next option, huh?
No, my next option, I could also lease a place.
Yeah.
I could also, I can't because they've limited my usage. Airbnb, another place. But times are tough for everybody. And I
So he rather go.
For the opportunities here, Airbnb, right? Everybody needs their money.
Wow. And what's crazy is what people also like, well, you could just sue, right? Just in case people are going to say that in the comments. Having money, you realize it's not worth suing somebody that doesn't have anything. Yeah, you could put a judgment on their credit, but ultimately, for people that are able to do this, do you really think they care about their credit anyway? This is disrespectful. Not only did you not pay the man the other 3 months of rent, you trashed the place. They trashed the place. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is actually sad, man, and this would piss me off if this was my situation. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.